This is the trading review for Wednesday, the 12th of July 2023. I was looking at AMD and Tesla, and it was a difficult day, I would say. Uh, we were opening inside value, but very close to test the top value on AMD. But the CPR, the pivot points were bearish. So I was hoping for an R3 short or an R4 reversal, but having the bearish pivots doesn't really work for a reversal. And I didn't want to take an R4 breakout because the pivots were quite wide. So I think the only entry long would have been here at the break of this daily level of 113.60 for a run to R6. But I didn't do that because I decided to avoid it, and instead I was looking at Tesla. Tesla was gapping, and you have two things that happen when you have a gap, a daily gap, and you open so far outside value. Is you either continue running strong to the top side or the downside if it's a bearish gap, or you have to drop to sell off to regain the gap, which is what Tesla did. So I gave it a stab, and this is part of the new understanding from reading minds over markets, is that the initiation. So when I had a sell off like this rejection, I knew I had to make an entry. So I tried to make an entry at the breakdown of the 2-minute candle, because I knew it was just gonna sell off and try to cover the gap. It technically offered another opportunity here, which much better price actually, for 50-cent stop loss. But anyways, I made my entry at the 2-minute break, but it was it was a bit slippery, so I didn't end up getting the size that I wanted. And as a result, I knew that because we were very close to R4, I was going to have to. It was going to be more difficult to get a 3-to-1. So I decided to partial aggressively, because we could have a bounce, which we did. You can see here, and it will have stopped me out at break even. And we were experiencing a little buying here, and you can see the 5 minutes. It pulled back strongly. So after that pullback, and this doji here in the 2-minute candle, I decided to get out for 2-to-1, a little bit more than 2-to-1. It was actually 2.1. It's no big deal. And so I decided to use my end my day there. I didn't want to wait. I guess I could have waited for R6, but being at minimum goal, it's not. I'm not very greedy in that sense. It was such a difficult day that had I attempted to do something else, I think I would have taken unnecessary risk when my daily goal is already set. So this trade, intraday. So this trade was an okay. I remember now why I went this. R6 reversal is an F trade. So it's F. We executed beautifully. Bearish, and we won, and 2.1. So that's wonderful. We're gonna put this to the stats. Beautiful trading so far. A lot of recovery. I'm very proud of that. Wow, is that correct? Oh, but that's because this day, it's the same day. Oops. Wait, what did I do here? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What happened on Monday? Um, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No, this is 7. I think I messed up. Anyways, this is an F trade. On the stats, intraday, and the daily, we respected our rules, which is beautiful. We didn't have the best sleep time, but it's okay. We did our morning routine. Once again, did excellent pre-market analysis. Good execution. And good adaptation. This is due to the fact that I didn't focus on AMD, which was a bit more difficult to trade based on the pivots. 1-0, which is wonderful. And today we ended up just 2.1, but not too shabby. This is all good stuff. And respecting my rules. And it's becoming a very good week. Finally, we're having some positive results. And more than that, my experience trading has changed a lot. I am not nearly as frustrated. I understand the signals to enter and get out. I really like the fact that I have my unrealized here. It's usually poison for traders. It's very toxic, and when you try to avoid it, it just makes profit calculation harder, and you get more stressed out, and it still remains in the back of your head. Profit never really leaves, so it's a good way to use it. It's just a good psychological trick. Instead of it working against me, it works for me by helping me calculate where to take profits, where is more reasonable. So I'm using it as a tool, and I don't have to worry about profits since it's there. So it's actually weird how that works. But that's the trading review for today. No homework for today because this was a perfect day, pretty much. And yeah, that's it. That's it for me today.